I said for so long that I built a home. They tap at the windows and think they were bones. Lay hands on the bricks and I'd swear from inside I could feel it. Now here you are with your mallet and light. Out of your own house, you think it's alright. Don't touch my windows, my bricks or my rules, I won't hear it. Open the door, how do I know? Stillness means end or is danger just slow? I do not trust you, don't trust myself, but someone was listening when I called for help. Can't tell the difference on unsteady floor. Will I be rewarded or lose even more? Safety in numbers, but I never said I was ready. Open the door, what if we find one was enough now? We should have stayed blind. I do not trust you, don't trust myself, but someone was listening when I called for help. I called for Fear is the loudest, but deep down I know I take the terror, then go it alone.
I've been doing the intro for so many weeks now. I think I've got lost into the point where, like every time I talk, it plays a song. And I'm just thinking like, wait, how long does it go again? How long does it go again? How long does it go again? And I always forget. So I just wanted to wait for it to finish and then we just talk. So should have literally done that for all the other intros. I don't know why I've talked over all of them. Dumb on me. But nonetheless, welcome back to another Monday, and today we are doing the finale to Life is Strange Double Exposure Chapter 5. Before we actually say our usual thing, obviously, as you saw, the last couple of Mondays, I have done the Moments of Calm for chapter 4, because if you saw my video, when I would do the Moments of Calm for the game, as you saw, for some reason, after a few minutes, it just stopped like that. So then I was thinking to myself, like, do I just like repeat it over and over and over again? And I did it, and turned out to be really good. So I just ran with it, and I just did that for all the moments of reflections, I should say, moments of calm, sorry, the moments of reflections for chapter 4, and it worked pretty well. So, obviously because of that, chapter 5 didn't happen until now. And so now, moving on, link below will be the remastered and OG versions to both Before the Storm and Life is Strange 1, to Life is Strange 2, Life is Strange True Colors, both PS4 and PS5 version. Obviously, this one, Life is Strange Reunion, and then obviously if there are going to be more LIS games to come, then future Life is Strange games will be linked below. Since the game was made by Square Enix, other games created by Square Enix will also be linked below, and the only one I know of is Hitman Absolution. But if any other games are made by Square Enix, then those games will be linked below. If not, then only Hitman Absolution. Since Dontnod also helped create the Life is Strange games, other Dontnod games will be linked below, such as their new game called Lost Records. And since this is the episode finale to Double Exposure, I'm still having difficulty whether or not I should play Reunion straight away in 2 weeks, or I should save Reunion as a final thing, so that way I could do Lost Records, any other leftover not Life is Strange, other episodic games I have yet to do before we do the redo second alternate choices videos. So obviously I got like 3 weeks to think about it, because for the next 2 Mondays there will just be the normal videos that I do on Wednesdays and Fridays, until the third Monday, an episodic game. So obviously we got 3 weeks to think about like whether or not we could do Reunion straight away, because I really want to play that game, or we just wait around until we get like the final game for The Walking Dead and anything like that, so that we like finish up the Life is Strange for the other ones and so forth. So obviously all that's for later. And again, as I said, for the Dontnod games, the new game Lost Records will be linked below. And since the game was also created by Deck 9 Games, other games created by Deck 9 will be linked below, but I will not say that one yet until I say the Telltale games. So first of all, other episodic games such as the Telltale's franchise will be linked below, starting off with the first game that is also created by Deck 9 is called Telltale's The Expanse, will be linked below. And that's the only one I know of made by Deck 9 Games, unless there are other Deck 9 games, then they'll be linked below. If not, then it's only Telltale's The Expanse. And then moving on to other Telltale games. Telltale's The Wolf Among Us Season 1, and the eventual Season 2, whenever it bloody comes out. Batman The Telltale Series Season 1, and Batman The Telltale Series Enemy Within, which is Season 2, both of their colored normal editions, and Shadows Black and White editions. And then Telltale's Game of Thrones, and Telltale's Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, but that game is still so hard to find, and I'm not even so sure there will be a chance for me to play out of the way, unless I turn to PC gaming, but we'll see. And then obviously the Walking Dead franchise, both OG and Definitive Edition remastered versions of Season 1, Season 2, New Frontier, and show miniseries in the final season of the Walking Dead franchise will be linked below. And I think that's all I got for episodic games, Telltale games, anything to do with Life is Strange. And also, I really need to say this more because I keep forgetting to say this, as well for the Life is Strange games. The Life is Strange Moment of Calm videos and the Double Exposures Moment of Reflection will be linked below as well. And seeing as this one is the last chapter, obviously, like all last chapters, I'm pretty sure this one will have Moment of Reflections, but if they're short, like Chapter 4s, then we're going to have to do what we did for the Chapter 4 ones for Chapter 5s again. And considering what I did, they're not that bad, so it's not exactly going to be a struggle. And the only difference being is that I can't really play their music because as everyone knows, with the Moments of Calm and Reflections, they got their own specific music and theme playing. But because the Moments of Reflection for Chapter 4 had to be cut short, obviously, you know, it doesn't really work out. So, yeah. So obviously, you know, like, the music would be muted and to play this version, because what's the point of doing a moment of reflection with the song in it if it's just going to be cut short every few minutes? So, you know, no point. But at least you can see the song's name in the subtitles, and you can look up the song name in your own spare time. So, yeah. So anyway, once again, this is the finale to Double Exposure, and let's finally finish off the franchise.
Which Sophie will be there?
Would you look at that storm? Look at that storm. Jeez. And honestly, in my excitement to finish this game, I completely forgot to talk about how Chapter 4 ended, how Sophie had an emotional breakdown and her powers are now affecting everybody, and because of that, the storm is officially here. And I wish we had a choice not to interfere, but in any normal circumstances you wouldn't, but because of what's happening, you kind of had to stop her, because as it turns out, you know, her mother was the reason why all that shit is happening. And the fact, and can I just honestly say, the fact that the principal of a university or whatever type of school it is protected a teacher for plagiarizing work of another student is very despicable, because principals, the people in charge of an institute, no matter who it is, the principal, the warden, or whatever, you know, they call them in universities, colleges, private places, and all that, they have no rights to do that, to protect teachers from plagiarizing the work of students. I mean, the professors tell us, you know, like, never plagiarize other people's work. If they tell us don't plagiarize people's work, how come they don't get taught the same lessons? That they should not be the ones plagiarizing other or students or other people's work. And the fact that that she was protecting that to protect the school's reputation is despicable. It is very despicable. And honestly, any type of school does that deserves to get shut down, like, effective immediately, because that's just wrong to do.
one that drank champagne with me out of a crappy mug? The weird doorway is gone? Oh, of course. I'm in the past. Before Safi. Or the one who hurt so many people. Even herself. God, this is just like before. Please. I didn't want any of this. I tried so hard to save her.
But to be fair, it's the Safi where she is alive that's causing all of this. The one where she's dead, though, we still don't technically know, because we don't know if the Safi that from her world that is dead, we don't know if she had powers or she was doing something similar. We technically don't know, because where her body is, there's like flowers or something literally curving around on perfectly matching where her body was laid. So all of that, it still remains a mystery too. So we haven't exactly figured out that stuff yet. So hopefully we will in this one, because imagine like all of that remains a mystery, including what happened to the detective Ultimate. All that stuff remains like a cliffhanger mystery, and you only figure out what happens to in Reunion. But then, you play Reunion and none of that happens, and you're like, so what the hell happened? It's like they just leave it as a cliffhanger mystery for nothing. And also, they do that. That was seriously pissed me off.
Fancy seeing you here.
You're okay. You're not
Being torn into pieces? No, not anymore. Holy shit. You really did it. Weather's worse than I remember it.
Storm followed me.
So did I, apparently.
I've never done that before.
I guess it's time.
I'm so sorry
Sorry for what? You're not the one who shot her mom!
for what I've done. What I'm going to do.
Stop stalling, Max. You saw what happened. There wasn't any of me left. It was all Moses and Ben and Lucas and Gwen. It hurt so much. I hurt so many people. Help me fix it. Please. That's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo. It feels good. Final. Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya. Or maybe the world is cursed. We just live in it.
Safi, that's
Poetry and bullshit? Yeah, I know.
you're so important to me, Safi.
God, you're such a cornball. Pull the trigger. Okay.
Fuck this! Max!
What are you doing?
I have no idea. I'm kinda making this up as I go. But I'm not gonna make another impossible choice between two shitty futures. Come on.
Okay, she just randomly knew to walk in just like that. And not even gonna mention how those words were the exact same from the selfie she traveled back for the first time from the photo. The exact same words.
Okay, so looks like I'm not dead. And I'm in the North Quad. Small victories, Max. It's so quiet for a storm. Like, oppressively quiet.
Safi? Safi!
I'm not in the past anymore. Safi could be back to the way she was. I have to find her.
She's inside the storm, or from the way it all looks, it looks as if like she's inside the storm. But again, did she just like randomly knew to do that or something, or is that something she always imagined of doing if a storm ever happened again? And the fact there's two moons there is a little scary.
Mom and Dad? Blackwell Academy? That was forever ago. And what's wrong with my phone? Why can't I respond?
Unless, like what happened in the episode 5 finale, she's entered another nightmare by going inside the storm. She's entered another time nightmare. That could be it, actually. She's in another time nightmare.
Seems like 1,000 years ago Moses and I sat on that bench. For all that's happened since, it might as well be.
Max?
Safi? Safi?
Max!
I can hear you. But where?
Where are you? What's going on? Help me!
Diamond?
Max, thank God. I walked out of the snapping turtle, and then somehow I was here.
She's fully aware what's happening right now. Like, what the heck is going on here?
You know where we are, right?
We're in the North Quad. Why are we the only ones here?
I don't know. But if things are weird now, they're only going to get weirder.
That's not comforting. I wish Moses was here. I hope he's okay.
Come on, let's get inside. This storm is as bad as it looks. Maybe Safi and Moses found shelter.
Max,
I'm right behind you.
Y'all saw that, right? It kept on splitting the screen. And blue and reds. Blue and reds.
Please, I can't. What?
With any luck, Safi will be in the fab. Shit. Normal storms don't neatly rip a single tree out of the ground like this. Let me have one win, please. Let Safi be in here, safe and sound, and her old sarcastic self. This definitely isn't the fab. And Diamond is definitely not here. But Moses is?
Cat, as in the cat. And Warren? Oh, hell no. Is another time nightmare. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Getting blocked by a cat is definitely a low point. I'm past the living in a dorm age. I'm past responding to Warren's texts, too.
plus he's supposed to be dead, so I'm surprised she's not even saying that. Like, there's something more dramatic, you know, like, oh, Warren, don't do this to me again, or something like that. Not that. That was a bit disappointing.
I'm 95% sure that's Safi's brand. Why is Moses smoking them? Why is he smoking at all? I thought Moses had the world's horniest grandma mug that night. Hey, Moses?
Give me the Cliff Notes version of what we're actually here to see.
Since when do you smoke?
Doing normal people shit like some kind of healthy, productive member of society.
Doors don't seem super reliable right now, so I guess it's good you're outside for now.
So, should we be worried about this crazy asteroid hitting Earth?
You're not making any sense. Are you trying to tell me something?
Just trying to capture the perfect photo. The perfect photo. The perfect photo.
Hang on. Safi?
All right, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
Safi, are you in there?
Max! Max, it's me, Moses.
Moses!
All right, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
I don't know. I guess I'd... Strange. This feels... right. But that's just Safi. I haven't double exposed a photo in a while, but if I superimposed two images of Moses on top of each other, maybe I could separate the Safi parts out of Moses.
Yeah, it said, like, do it up, and I'm just like, that's a weird place to do a picture, so I'm just gonna do it like this.
Max, thank you.
What happened?
I don't know. It was like Safi had locked me in a kind of, I don't know, a sarcophagus. I was trapped, but still protected somehow. And I could hear Safi. I could hear you. Just outside of it,
What did she say?
She was hurting, Max. That's all I could tell. Whatever you did, snapped me out of it. Or snapped her out of me?
Max? Max, where? I'm sorry,
Safi? Safi? Safi?
You okay?
I think I know what I have to do.
Bet. I'm coming with you.
No, stay here. The storm. I've been through something like it before. Reality gets unreliable. Better if you sit tight.
Machine Angel Psychic Storm. Take care, Max.
See you on the, flip side. When a door closes, the window opens. What? Where?
Oh, this is way worse.
This isn't Caledon. This is Blackwell Academy. Chloe was shot here. I listened to it happen.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
Chloe!
Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
No!
Maybe Sophie's right. Maybe we are cursed. Cursed to relive our worst moments over and over again. I had a chance to save Chloe from this bathroom, from Nathan's gun, and I did. And dozens of people died instead, to my Storm. Well, joke's on you, Storm. If you don't think I play out this moment in my head every day, then you don't really know me. Where is that coming from?
And it's going to get even worse now. It just brought her to the past, and now it's making her relive from moments at Blackwell Academy over and over again. Yeah, great. We're going to relive the worst nightmare ever again.
Oh, Kate, you deserved better friends than the ones you were stuck with. Better than me.
But Kate survived, didn't she? It was something I noticed that, when she was, I forgot which chapter it is, that she was going to call someone, but didn't end up doing it. There was a contact number in there, and it said Kate. So did that mean that Kate survived, or no? I should have actually followed that up, actually, now that I said that. Because it makes sense for Victoria to survive, because she was in the dark room, which, if I remember correctly, David was also in the dark room, which is how he survived. But with Kate, I don't even know anymore.
It's in one of these stalls.
Max and Sophie? Not Max and Chloe? So, that's it then? We're done?
Sophie's cooler than you ever were.
'Cause she drives a Porsche?
'Cause she has powers. This is so fucked up. I would never.
Oh yeah, Ty messed with her one way, now it's gonna mess with her another way again, but much more personal now.
I used to look at this every day. Abraxas, the Vortex Club. Always someone trying to be on top and getting hurt for it. This still isn't as funny as the artist thought it was. Okay.
They're not seriously turning the game into a horror game now, are they?
Well, that's new. Lucas, I have to get down there.
Joyce, really? Yeah, it's gonna be way more personal now. In the first one, in episode 5, it was teaching her a lesson. Now, it's gonna make it personal.
Jefferson's sick photos. One binder for each girl. I don't want to look at this. I don't. The door of Jefferson's bunker. I can never forget it. I'll have to get out another way. Go fuck yourselfie. Never thought I'd hear that again. It can't be anything but that. I can't. I was 18 when Jefferson trapped me in that chair. I'm not 18 anymore. So this is what it's gonna take.
Like I said, it's being personal. It's being very personal now.
Oh God, I can't move. Holy shit. Didn't Jefferson say that to me? Oh, I can feel him looking at me through that. Staring at this makes my head hurt.
again!
Once is all you get. Time to get the hell out of here.
I don't even know what I was supposed to do anymore. Was I supposed to do this? Was I meant to go the other way? What was I meant to do? I feel like I'm doing things out of order or something.
Okay, one neb is cute. Kinda. One. Kinda. This is not that.
I told you this place was the portal to hell. Behold, a devil.
Jesus. Possessed dolls much? Still busted. I'm not getting down this way. Still need to get to Lucas. If not for Safi that day, that would be my headstone. And now I have to return the favor. It's even more magnificent down here.
Okay, definitely not weird at all.
Lucas might be a danger to himself and others, even more so than usual. Yikes. What happened to you, Thomas?
Hope. Like a crack of light across my heart.
Maya's memorial tree. What the hell is it doing here?
In the dark, we labored. And in the daylight, we disappeared.
I liked
wait.
this quieter Lucas. I
Sweating,
almost don't want to fix him.
sick from dreams. Seawater.
We gaze at each other in the windowless box. It is flight or fight. Never forgive.
Lucas, it's me. It's Max.
But there are no bells, doors, or windows. Only his face. A mirror. And I feel a forgotten hope. Like a crack of light across.
Smile, Lucas. Maybe double exposing the photo again? It worked with Moses.
actually you.
In the flesh.
I thought I was dreaming. Sophie was there. What the shit is this place?
Stay put, okay? It's dangerous out there. I think that's all I can do for Lucas.
Miss Caulfield? Is that you?
Reggie, I'm so glad you're okay.
Max, what the hell is happening?
I'm not sure. It has to do with time? A time vortex that manifests in a storm. Ugh.
Time vortex. Fuck, you're right. I remember Sophie being shot, and I remember seeing her around campus.
Just stay here, okay? I'm going to fix this.
This is Sophie. Isn't it? This is her pain. What we did to her.
Vin, I don't think Sophie blames you for...
No. You're right. She doesn't. She was in my head back there, and she doesn't think about me at all. Two Sophies in two universes, and neither of them cared if I live or die. You know, I was in love with her. Or I thought I was.
Maybe you should focus on what's in front of you.
Yeah. I should go make sure Reggie's okay.
He looks like he could use a hug.
Or something.
I'm going to fix this. Trust me.
I do. I do trust you. Be careful, Max.
At least he understood the situation very clearly in a weird way, but okay. And I do want to say...
I have to leave this bowling alley. If the storm lets me.
I do want to say, though, when he said, you know, like, neither would care if he lives. Yeah, that's harsh, dude. That's really, really harsh.
Okay. Out of the frying pan and into the turtle, I guess. Amanda! Thank God. Are you okay?
I don't know. Weird shit at the turtle is someone flipping the painting to the bathroom key going missing, not this.
It's not safe out there!
Max, what is this storm? Why is Gwen out there, and why are you not also freaking out?
Look. Go get yourself some water, or a beer. And I promise I'll explain soon. Or try to. I don't think Gwen entirely knows she's outside. Gotta find a way to get close enough to take Gwen's photo.
To quote her getting a water or beer, maybe she needs to waste the entire liquor at her bar. In a situation like this, you waste the whole bar. I mean, I would.
Chloe. God, Chloe, I'm sorry for everything. But I'm also so tired of being sorry.
At least she returns for a reunion. At least she returns for a reunion. That's good at least.
Really, Max? A photo now? Why are you always in everybody's business? We were having a moment.
Maybe she has a voyeurism kink. Not like I'm one to kink shame. Just ignore her.
Where were we?
You were going to tell me more about your telescope.
Nah, I can't do it. A little privacy, please. I have to tell Vin about my telescope.
Sorry to interrupt.
Huh? Like... Huh? What was that? Seriously.
Thought I'd be used to this. At least the motel is new. Jesus. My first journal entry from when I got accepted to Blackwell, July 10th, all those years ago. If only I'd known how much my life would change. Even if I were hungry, I'd rather just wait till I'm back in the snapping turtle to eat. On tonight's motel mishaps, Max tries to make a grilled cheese, accidentally commits arson.
Wait, Pam, it was you? You're the Coronado Carver? When we moved into... We got a dog. And you still didn't...
Chloe's lockpicking set. She could even get me to open up.
What I needed.
Chloe and I aren't enemies. She just doesn't want to talk to me anymore. That can't be the right time. Just how I like them. Tall, shady, and not too bright. Ah, yes. The famous mountains of Topeka, Kansas. Wild that my baggage is such an on-the-nose metaphor. That's why Safi is the poet, not me. It's past time for me to get a new one, but we've been through so much together. No escape, huh? Buddy, that's the story of my life. Don't worry, Safi. I'm coming. Is this the same room? No. This is where I stayed in Santa Fe. I think.
Gray sky is gonna persist a little longer this week, but spring isn't canceled yet. Clear skies are coming. Just hang in there a little longer.
Hang on. Okay, wait. This is... Pretty sure this is that motel in Cleveland.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize from what she was mentioning in Santa Fe that they were showing like all the motels that they went to. Yeah. Oh, actually, I didn't realize that the one with the Santa Fe one was the same one because obviously the picture is different. I didn't notice that the picture
Wonder
was
what
the same.
awaits me through that front door.
I didn't see if the picture was also the same one.
Problem is, Simon, I haven't just been remembering the past. I've been living in it. Even in my dreams. All right, Cleveland. After this shoot, I'm gonna nap till June. Maybe September. I'm so tired. Maybe if I lie down for a few minutes, all of these rooms will stop spinning. Feels so nice to rest. I wish I didn't have to get up for that shoot. Who was the client again? Or the location? That's the problem with moving around so much. All these rooms, you really do start to blend together after a while. One big, amorphous blob of motels. Like some kind of nebula. How do I get out of here if I can't even open this door?
I was praising all the exits, and that was definitely new. Two different types of like interactions and the moments of reflection. That's new.
If that door doesn't open, I swear I'm breaking it down. How do I get out of here if I can't even open this door? Let me out! Now that I've traveled to Purgatory and back, I can finally see what's going on with Gwen.
I'm back. Jesus, Max. Warn a girl first.
Sorry.
You disappeared and I don't know where you went.
I'm okay. And I promise I'll explain everything. Later.
Wait, which version is this? Because there were stuff outside. I'm turning around.
You know she was flirting with you, right?
Listen, I'm here to help you.
I adore you, but read the room, bud.
That's Sophie, all right. Hang on, Gwen. It's almost over.
Max! Oh! Thank you! The 10-year-old you were. They were all... Sophie. They called me a fraud. A coward.
It's okay. I got you.
Amanda, you and Gwen stay here and take shelter.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Sophie's out there. Somewhere close. I can feel her. And she needs me. I need her.
Be safe, yeah?
When am I not?
Why do I always gotta fall for the weird ones?
Always forget you're so huggy.
I was so fucking worried about you. When I couldn't see you anymore, I thought...
It got a little hairy. Thank you, Max.
Don't thank me yet. We still have to find a way out of this place. Or this time.
Hey, I'm taking a minute. All of that
was pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Who needs all the king's horses and all the king's men? I've got you to put me back together again.
I didn't really do anything. I just took pictures.
False modesty is annoying. Oof. So, any chance of everybody just forgetting I tried to rip out their soul?
So we're just having a normal conversation now after all that? Or what? Is it time messing with her again? What are we doing here? Like, what's going on here?
I've erased timelines before, but this time I think I assimilated them. Sorry.
Oh, you just assimilated the timelines.
Yeah. At least, that's what it feels like.
Time travel, alternate universes, scraping together the broken pieces of your unstable friends. What else can you do?
I can fry a mean egg.
Promises, promises. What?
You just seem... like you're about to make me cry.
In fairness, I've seen pet food commercials make you cry. Here's the thing. I'm glad you were here too. You know. But I just tore everybody apart into tiny little pieces.
You didn't mean to.
Are you sure? I didn't not mean to. Maya isn't any less dead. Everybody I cared about still betrayed me. My mom will never be different. I think the best thing would be clean break. I don't belong here.
Don't say that. Of course you do.
After your hometown got whirlwinded, what did you do?
I ran away. You're not like me, Safi. You're way stronger than I ever was.
Don't say that about yourself. You have it wrong. People like you and me, we don't belong at some B-tier liberal arts university with a bunch of washed-up bloggers ready to knife each other for tenure. We're fucking divine.
Come on.
I'm serious. The shit that we can do, gods can do that stuff. Or monsters.
You can say whatever you want about the choices you made, but you aren't a monster. You're my friend.
I hurt people.
And I fixed it. We can fix it. together.
Of course. Duh. That's why you're so confident. It figures the only person I can rely on is me.
Sophie, I don't...
Last piece of me, Max. It's in you.
Why isn't it hurting me like it hurt everyone else?
Maybe I trust you. Maybe it's more of your Magic Max bullshit. I wish I didn't need to take it out. Is that weird?
What is happening here? Like, what is happening? Seriously.
Sophie. This is maybe the least weird thing that's happened to me in days.
Shit though, right? That's how we get out of here?
If I had to put money on it, yeah.
It's probably for the best. We don't want you to get an infection or anything.
See you on the other side.
Sophia.
Oh my god! Yasmin! Everything is gonna be okay, don't worry. Do you think you can get up? Can you...
Sophie, help me!
Clean break. Remember?
Maxine, don't let her go.
It's okay. Sophie!
So the storm just magically stopped like that. How? I'm blank. I don't even know.
You do have a place here. People need you. I need you, Sophie.
Sophie?
I don't know her. I can be anyone, Max. I can be a cute girl at the bar. I can even be...
Sophie, stop it!
It's real? I wasn't hallucinating? What are you? And what did you do with my daughter?
You can make her forget she saw that, right? Better yet, you could make me unshoot her. You have an instant undo button on life, Max. Why not use it?
If you think that's how it works, you don't know anything. There's always a price, Sophie. Always.
You're right. I've got a lot to learn. So teach me, Miss Caulfield.
What?
You said we could fix everything. Together.
Safi. I can't. I have my life. Everybody.
I'm going to find other people like us. People with powers. I spent my whole life thinking I was the only one. Knowing I could never tell anyone because they would look at me like that. But now there's you. You and me. Time traveler and a shapeshifter. Imagine what we could do. And who cares if I'm a silly little girl whose mom needs to show her how the world works? Because now, it works however I want it to. Stay here. Keep your job, your life, whatever irresistible glory Caledon can offer you. But I have to know. When I come back, are you going to stay with me, Max? Are we in this together? Or is everything you said in the storm just words?
The fact she said that, you know, she wanted to go look for others to have powers like her, it obviously made me think of, like, you know, like the Diaz brothers and Matt and Alex. Which, don't get me wrong, as much as I like the idea of, like, Chloe returning for a reunion, if they did a game to where Max got to meet Alex and they got to do stuff together like that, that would be so cool, but it's not that I don't agree with Safi's thing about, you know, like how they have powers, they should rule the world or anything like that. I mean, she got a clear picture right then and there that, you know, she needs to learn how to control her powers. She needs help, obviously. And I guess in a way, this almost feels like, you know, like how people would feel different from others. To say, you know, like, oh, she thought she was the only one with powers. She thought she was alone. And then she meets this photographer who has powers exactly like her. To her, she feels like, finally, I'm not alone in this world. I don't feel like a freak in this world. There's finally another one like me. And maybe in some ways you can understand that because she's lived her own life, whereas Max lived hers, sure. But maybe in some ways, you know, well, you cannot necessarily agree with some of the stuff she says. Maybe you can agree with the fact that, you know, the people with powers, like the Diaz boys, Daniel or Sean, whichever was the younger brother, I think it was Daniel, Daniel and Alex, they definitely need to stick together. They need to stay together. They need to help each other and so forth. So this will be a very interesting choice to see what people say in the end. So I'm gonna go with this.
Are you sure you need to leave?
There's nothing for me here. I mean, besides you. But you'll wait, right?
Be safe, Safi.
Well, that just happened.
She knows me better than anyone. Knew me better than anyone. The me now, though, after all this, maybe it's time I found out who that Max is. Classic Yasmin, playing it close to the chest.
She deserves to get fired, but gotta win some victories.
No more lies. No more hiding. They're all waiting for me at the Snapping Turtle.
Combined? Oh, so both worlds are combined now. Ah. Okay. But was that caused by what she did, or how did she technically do that then? Because all she really did was just take pictures of, like, spilling personalities of Safi from people. That's all she really did. So how technically did she merge two timelines together? And, okay, I assume everybody actually knows that, or maybe they don't, or something. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
I don't think there's another world to cross over to anymore.
In whatever reality, all those moments between us were real.
Both realities somehow got smushed together in the storm. Now everything's the same, but not. How crazy is it that my brain can wrap around that so easily? Years ago, I would have been freaking out. But I'm okay. I'm not that same kid anymore. That storm haunted me for years. I can't let this one haunt me too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I need to pause this, but we're just gonna completely forget about how we never actually figured out why the Safi from Deadwall Safi is dead, and we're never gonna find out what the hell happened to Alderman. About how he just magically appeared and then for some reason doesn't exist. Like, we're just gonna forget about that? Like, what the hell? Well, at least I hope that's something that it actually continues on in Reunion.
Hey, Alice.
Hey, you didn't answer my text.
I didn't know it.
Loretta looks like she's running on empty. I guess we all are.
Hey there. Miss Caulfield. Sorry. I'm still kind of on edge. When the storm started, I followed Lucas to that rundown bowling alley.
Shit. You were there too?
Then everything stopped making sense.
I'm so sorry, Loretta. I had no idea. Trust me. It's over now.
So, do you also remember that there were like 2 of you? And now they're fighting for space in your head?
Well, it didn't work the same way for me. But that's because... Wait, are you asking on the record?
This isn't for my podcast, I swear. I'm putting that on pause for now.
What happened during the storm? Even I don't understand half of it.
Yeah, I figured. I just don't want everyone to suffer like that again.
Take care of yourself, okay? We've all had it rough.
Right back at you.
So basically everyone knows what happened. Is that what I'm understanding from her? That we somehow missed her in there, and suddenly everyone just suddenly knows about what just happened. Well, I guess that was a clue from Vince's comment, but does everyone just like suddenly know about timelines and Max having powers or something?
The quad's looking pretty good after, being hit by a supernatural storm.
So, you do remember that?
I mean, yeah, not exactly that, maybe, but yeah.
I'm still trying to make sense of what happened. while also coming to terms with the fact I might never do that.
Damn. We were going to unionize the faculty.
And the staff.
Oh, I can't believe I worked up the nerve to approach Dawes about it, and now he doesn't even remember.
Okay, that answers that question. Everybody basically knows.
Do you still feel like shit too?
Yeah.
We've got to be silver linings about this whole thing.
Huh. Guess the Safi Memorial is no longer here. Or maybe never was. After all the storm shenanigans.
I know. I was shocked too. And Carlson was so...
How are you holding up, Alexa?
Maya's tree, where it belongs. And as big as in the bowling alley. Things are returning to normal. Ish. How strong does a storm have to be to rip off a roof?
Do you really have to ask that knowing a storm destroyed Arcadia Bay? Do you really have to ask that?
God.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, apparently my best friend is a...
I wouldn't come back either if I was...
Okay, everybody just knows. Everybody just knows. Okay.
The snapping turtle's just across the bridge. People are waiting for me there. Not there yet. My position's off. I wonder how I'll feel about this photo in 10 years.
That actually doesn't look that bad. But no, we're just gonna stick it to a single picture.
Working on your new book? Maybe you should switch to science fiction.
Max. Are you gonna tell me what the hell I went through? Or do I have to spend the next decade in therapy?
I don't really know how to explain what happened. But you should think of it as a second chance.
One step ahead of you. I'm working on my apology as we speak. What do you say? Give a guy some constructive feedback?
Give it to me.
It's a little rough, granted.
I hope the gracious hand of empathy backhands you into a ditch, Lucas. Do you actually mean any of this?
Does it matter? At least no one can say I stole it. Not that they won't try.
So, what's your next move?
I'm not sure. Focusing on Robbie. I'm hoping he'll give me a second chance.
That's probably the smartest thing you've ever said.
It's not like I can stay at Caledon. This place has been poisoned against me. Who's the victim now?
Well, goodbye, Lucas. Good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Yasmin. I haven't heard from her since the day she came out of surgery. Hello?
Hello, Maxine.
How's your shoulder?
The bullet missed any major veins. But it will be months of physical therapy before I can use my arm.
Yasmin, what you saw during the storm...
I don't need an explanation. Not yet. If I try to understand, then there will be no room for my recovery. And I will recover. I have to find Safia.
Any news about your job? I heard the board,
I have been arguing with them. I made my mistakes, but these are offset by an excellent track record.
And did the board buy that?
They did not, no. I have been asked, forced, to step down. I love my daughter, Maxine, just like you. I am not a monster.
I haven't heard from Safi, if that's what you're trying to ask.
Oh. I had hoped... One moment. Excuse me, I'm apparently well past the appointed time to take my painkillers.
Until next time.
What else is there to say, honestly?
Here goes nothing.
Well?
Not a peep.
Guess I'm not surprised. Would you come looking for us if you were her?
But it's not me. It's Safi. Does anyone ever know what she'll do next? Does she?
Maybe we should go easy on her. Wait for her to pick up the pieces.
In the meantime...
Take your time. I'll be here when you're done.
I want to check on how everyone's doing first.
Well, this is going to be an interesting situation.
So you're Super Max. Guess your secret identity's gone, huh?
I wanted to tell you.
But you couldn't. Just like with the Maya thing. Any more secrets, or do I finally get to know you now?
I don't know. This isn't my first time seeing a storm like this. It's not super easy to explain.
It is pretty insane. You know, I remember rejecting you. And then you just found a version of me that still wanted you. A pretty cool trick. But kind of fucked up.
Where does that leave us? I'd understand if this changes things.
I don't know if I can answer that right now. All of this scares the shit out of me, honestly. If it weren't you, I don't know how down I would be to play Lois Lane. But it is you. And I like you. I think I need time to sort out my shit. Give me a little. And then who knows? Maybe you can win me back.
Challenge accepted.
Perfectly reasonable, perfectly understandable. No shame or bad feelings with that, because it's not a breakup. It's just, you know, you really know what to call this in a situation like this, so, you know, gotta take a little separation and just take time.
One more photo for the road?
Sure. You keep at this, I'm gonna have to start charging a modeling fee.
Ha ha.
And with Chloe coming back at reunion, I'm sure we're gonna get the choice to be like, choose one or the other, or something like that.
Max. Sorry, You're gonna explain what happened, right?
Hey. Me okay?
What do you think it all means? Why you? Or Safi?
I'm still trying to understand. I didn't know anyone else had powers until I met Safi.
That must have been a revelation.
You have no idea.
How are we supposed to walk around knowing something like that could happen?
You already handle that. Every day. Anything could happen at any moment. You could be hit by a car. Struck by lightning.
Is this your pep talk?
You're the one who's been texting me for days.
Well, you're the only person who was there. Who else am I gonna text?
Max was there.
Max has stuff. I didn't want to bother her.
Some weather we're having, am I right?
Hope that wasn't the grand explanation you promised us.
Hey, isn't eloquence your job? I just take the photos.
I felt how much she hated me, Max. It was terrifying. And disappointing.
Safi was dealing with a lot. You couldn't have known.
She needed someone she could trust. It should have been me.
It's in the past now.
I hope so. Oh, one more thing. That video footage of me, that was Safi, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. That girl never does anything halfway. Neither do you, now that I think about it. Anyway, I talked to the committee that fired me. There's enough weird shit that's happened. I think I can argue my way back in. I failed Safi. But there's other students here I can still support. I won't just let it go.
I'm glad to hear it.
So, have you heard from her at all?
Who, Max?
Safi.
I barely heard.
Just needed to get away to talk. That at least now I just remember, you know, like she did have a psychological breakdown of everybody hearing her thoughts, because she did say in order for her to impersonate someone, she goes to their minds to do it. So at least that part kind of explains how everyone knows she had powers, but then how everyone knows about Max and stuff too. So it's not exactly a big secret. So it was kind of there. It's just that, you know, everyone just like suddenly knowing about all that shit and just realizing everything is just like...
Everyone looks kinda shell-shocked. They could probably use some words of comfort.
You know, it's like the whole cogging thing just going in your brain, just turning and turning, being like, man, they really know, so what do you do now? So, yeah.
That storm seemed kind of evil, all I'm saying.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
Do you blame Safi?
What do you say to a picture? For old time's sake?
Moses has hypothermia. And now, crippling anxiety.
I can never have enough shots of Moses.
Everything's changing so fast. I'm not sure what I'll do when you graduate.
You've got Tony.
Tony's not you.
What do you mean?
Nobody keeps me on task like you. You're the only reason I get anything done.
Oh.
Hey, if something happened in the storm, I mean, if you want to talk about anything...
I'm fine, all right? Jesus. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. This whole thing's got me weirded out.
It's okay. I argue with my siblings all the time. You're a lot like my...
Hey, Diamond. I'd like to get a photo for the end of the year. Mind if I... Okay. I was hoping she'd be a little more enthused, but... Mind if I take a snapshot to remember you by?
Oh, whatever you want. This could be your last chance to take my photo. Make it count.
Rock on, girl. Oh, better be careful, Chloe. Someone's coming for the title.
Hey, Max. Our Lady of the Storm.
Wow, let's not do that. How are you guys holding up?
Oh, my whole world has been rocked. You rocked my world.
I remember a bunch of things happening that I plan to repress until I have a spectacular nervous breakdown at age 40.
Honestly, you might want to try therapy.
Therapy! My dad will love that.
For now, I just want to get through this election.
Oh, right. The Abraxas election. So you're not stepping down?
I'd ask how you know that. But at this point, Caulfield, if you grew another head, I wouldn't even blink.
I'll get right on that. I think that's everyone. Okay, Moses. Let's give them the talk. Do you guys mind if I take a picture?
Hell yes. Put us in the next Caulfield collection.
They're kind of a cute couple, honestly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't want people commenting on anything she posts or contacting her. And that'd probably be alright considering everything just has happened.
Everyone's pretty shell-shocked.
Yep.
How about you? Still excited to have double memories?
I can't be the only one. Seriously? Come on, it's fascinating. What if Safi really does come back? She did some terrible things, Max. And you basically gave her your seal of approval.
It could be understandable for some people to not be okay with what she done, because obviously, as Moses being a good friend, you know, he would be truthful to say, you know, like when something has been done by a friend and it is not okay. And same with everyone, obviously. But Max is exactly like her. I mean, remember, Max did let a whole town get destroyed to save the girl she loved, so if anyone can understand almost causing a storm to destroy their town to almost killing everybody, it'd be her. So, Diamond also has powers? So all this, that whole time where she was like being worried and all that, it wasn't just because of what was happening. It was actually because by realizing both Safi and Max have powers, she's realizing that she too also has powers. Is that what I'm understanding from that ending? That, you know, because of the nosebleed, Diamond has powers? Or maybe she suddenly got powers, because that could also be it too. She either suddenly got powers from what just happened, or she's always had them, and, you know, like them, kept it a secret. And that was why she was, like, being worried. All I know is that this is gonna make me more hyped for a reunion, and I really want to play Reunion in 3 weeks to know what's gonna happen, but I got so many other episodic games to do. Yeah, because I kind of like to leave this as like a finale kind of thing where I finish this and then boom, we do everything again and just make alternate choices. But I don't know. But there's still so many things very, very confusing for me, but I think that by double exposing the pictures of the certain people she was doing, did the camera physically created the separate realities, that by separating the Safi from all of them, it basically created the alternate reality? Is that why by separating both, it combined them into one? If that makes sense? Like, was the whole picture taking stuff was the reason that both worlds have been combined now? Or is it something else? Because I have no better way to explain any of that. Because my mind is like, pow, literally. I got no better way to explain that. But anyway, let's see. Accept or reject Safi. 69%. Ooh. Kind of expected, if I'm being honest, I kind of expected that number to be less. I didn't expect that to be 31%. As it's 69. I kind of expected it to be less. But everyone's got their own opinions about these things, so yeah. Graffiti critic. Max critiqued graffiti in Blackwell bathroom. But yeah, taking a trip down memory lane, letting the whole time thing, doing its working magic on her all over again. Yeah, Max did not find Loretta in the storm. Yeah, when she said that, I did not see her at all, so another reason to be looking forward to my alternate choice of this thing, because that way when I approach chapter 5, I'm going to be looking around again to find her. Because that whole part in the bowling alley, how time was just fucking with her mind about being once again going to that back, to the back room chair, the dark room chair, sorry, the back room, the dark room chair. Because, you know, Max said in like in a cocky way, you know, like to time, that she was past all that, she was ready to go through that all over again. But in reality, you know, she may have relived those dreams over and over again after what happened, but that emotional trauma, it never really leaves you. It's always going to be in the back of your mind of something that happened to you when you were younger. And sure, you grew up and you move on, you live your life, sure, but all that trauma, it won't go away. It'll always be inside her head. And then as soon as she was stuck in that chair, she felt that fear all over again. And it never goes away. Now, some people can say, you know, like, oh, like if they've dealt with the trauma with therapy or whatever bullshit, some can say, you know, like they get in the chair and endure it, embrace it, and be like, okay, I've been through it, and then boom, they get out. But it's not easy for some, and for her, it's not. Bowling alley moment of reflection. Where was it? Where was the moment of reflection? Nightstand librarian. Max looked at some books on the motel nightstand. At all the books. Yeah, when she mentioned the set of fate, that's when I realized, like, oh, wait a minute, yeah. I realized what the whole motel thing was about, that motel room after motel room after motel room was literally her traveling with Chloe after Arcadia Bay got destroyed. And I should have looked around more. So I think those 36% were kind of like me thinking, you know, like, it's the same room. But then when she mentions the Santa Fe, look at the pictures, it's like, oh no, it isn't. So, yeah. Max Remnant isn't on Chloe's lockpick set. It goes to show they never exactly pay for the rooms. Loretta's attitude. Loretta had a change of heart in how she reports stories. Loretta still pursues stories as dodgily as ever. I think you need to look up specific choices to understand how she does the attitude thing. And who knows, maybe we found her at the bowling alley, maybe she would still pursue stories or not, so we'll see. Reggie and Vin have reconciled. Reggie is upset you kissed Vin. So I would assume that meant if Reggie was, if you're pursuing Vin, and Reggie would be upset about that. Max didn't speak with Reggie in North Quads. I would assume that means that you ignored him. Vin plans to run again, drop out of the race. Yeah, I thought he technically dropped out of the race, but I think because, you know, the other reality he hasn't, you know, is both memories, you know, still wanting all of that, so... Gwen's next move. Gwen will keep fighting the committee's decision. Good. 49%, 50%. Gwen accepted the committee's decision if you didn't really help her out much. Gwen chose to move on from Kaladin. 36. Maybe it has to be like 50-50 choices for that. The board forced Yasmin out of the presidency. Well, she deserved it, so you can't really back her up. I mean, if anything, like I said, if we had the choice to let Sophie shoot her, I would have let her shoot her. I would have. I can't speak for other people. Yasmin for the board to remain president, 5%. 13% Yasmin voluntarily stepped down as president. I would assume, like choices like, like calling her out and all that stuff would have to come into play. Max reflected in North Quad. Max told Moses Safi was justified in what she did. I know a lot of people would have definitely disagreed with that. But, like I said, if anyone could have explained how to justify her actions, they would have been Max. Because, again, she chose to save the woman she loved and destroy a town in the process. So, some people can say her actions were justified. Some people can say her actions weren't justified. So, if anybody can justify her actions, it would have been Max. Because, again, she chose to save the girl she loves and destroy the town. So, only she could justify her actions like that. Max told Moses she wasn't giving up on Safi. That's pretty much the same thing, but... And Max told Moses she'll be here if Safi comes back. That's all the same thing! Yeah. Whatever. And voila, that was chapter 5 of Double Exposure. I'm so glad I finally got to play this game. I can't believe the hype about this was like mixed reaction, because most of the hype I got from this were like bad ones, but I understand the hate. I loved it, every second of it. I just wish they continued more about like why the first Safi from the Dead World was killed in the first place, and what the hell happened to Alderman, of how he was completely erased and then no records of him ever existed. I kind of wish they focus on that too, because that remains a mystery now. So obviously I hope that's something they continue on in Reunion, but I highly doubt it, considering what the trailers show and everything. But you never know. I really hope they do. And as well with the Alderman thing, find out why the original Safi was killed. And then, with everybody knowing about what happened too, during the whole time, I was like trying to process in my head, like, how do they all know? How do they all know that? And then I just remembered that when we were talking to all of them, that when Safi was in their brains, she basically said that she has to enter your head, picture yourself or themselves, and then boom, she shift changes into them. So obviously that explains of how like she was able to have that psychological breakdown, and everyone was just repeating her words and so forth. And as Gwen said, she felt her anger and everything. They all pretty much did. So obviously because of that, they would understand that Safi had powers, and then if they supposedly experience what happened in the storm about Max doing all that, then they would all know as well that Max has powers as well. So the fact that her powers are not exactly secret is a huge thing now, because, once upon a time she would try to keep that a secret, whereas now that everyone knows. So yeah, interesting situation she's got herself into. And I wonder how exactly all of that comes into play, considering, what the trailers showed and everything. So obviously I cannot wait to play Reunion when I get the chance to. And obviously I could talk on for hours about like everything else about this, but I just kind of want to process everything that just happened and just wait until, I get some more questions and more confusion, obviously, when we play Reunion. I don't know if we'll be able to play it in 3 weeks, but depending on when we'll play Reunion, I will be so excited. And I'll most likely do this just to mess around, that it's said Max will return, which of course now I understand that because of the credits of them saying Max will return, and considering how it ended, you know, if they chose to continue the franchise with another new character after that ending, people will be like, it'd be like the Call of Duty situation, how like for 3-4 years straight they did like the reboot of Modern Warfare stuff, and then they went on to Black Ops, and then just went back to Modern Warfare and all that. If they did that with this, people would just be like, just stick to one story. Stop starting new stories and then going back to this one. Just finish a damn story with this one and then start a new one. Don't do it the Call of Duty way. But, you know, as I was saying again, I'm just going to make in the credits where it said Max will return, I'm just going to make a little edit there to say, you know, like, Max will return in Avengers Doomsday, because everyone is making that joke with, like, so many movies. And so, you know, I'm just going to make that joke as where it's because Max Caulfield will return in Avengers Doomsday. I'm just going to make that joke as well with it. But then obviously, apart from all that and everything I just mentioned, I really don't have anything else much to say. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching Chapter 5 of Double Exposure. Obviously, we would do the moments of reflection. How many moments of reflection are there again? There's one in the bowling alley. The one that happened with the motel room is definitely one, because that one was like definitely new, because you get out of it and it starts another one sitting up, and then boom, she gets out. And then it's the one in the North Quad. So that's technically 3 moments of reflection. So definitely not in 3 weeks, but in 4 weeks, we will be back with a new episodic game. And again, I don't know if I'll be doing Reunion, because even though I really want to, we still got other episodic games to do. So obviously in 4 weeks, we'll see which episodic game we'll do. But if it's not Reunion, then I pretty much come with the term that Reunion would be part of like the final episodic franchise that I'll be doing. So like, you know, if I was to do the Walking Dead one, then I would technically play all those ones till I get to the final season, stop and play the other ones, and then, you know, be like, okay, we're up to the final seasons of every episodic game. Let's do them all like that. And then it's back to playing all those games all over again to make different choices, outcomes. And who knows, maybe with some of them, as I mentioned in some of these, you know, like hopefully in our redo choices of these, of our alternate choices, as some would call them when they redo an episode, we could find Loretta. Maybe Vin will drop out of the race, and Gwen might choose to move on from Kaladin. So we'll have to wait and see until we make these alternate choices for the next game, until first we're done to every other episodic game. So once again, thank you so much for watching Chapter 5. If you haven't now seen Chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, watch them first before watching this one. As always, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Sophie did what she had to do. No one was going to listen to her unless she made them.
Yeah, I know. I get that. I'm just worried this isn't the type of door that you can close.
Hey, we're a team, right? I'll handle it with you. No more hiding or running away.
What about the blue-haired girl, Chloe? Are you ready to stop hiding from her?
It's finally starting to make sense.
I think so. Not yet, but
I never knew what to say when they'd say to call a friend. But I think it's starting to make sense. And I'll try to get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine some days. I just wanna get it right.
I think it's time I explained a few things.
I know that I won't have to try sometimes.
It won't always make sense.
Suddenly
And
I ask you to stay.
I'm not proud of every decision I made.
It's okay. And suddenly you don't walk away like the rest do. And suddenly I have so much more I could
It's the truth. What's coming next is going to be difficult. For all of us.
have you on my side.
But we're going to get through it together.
Some days
I promise.
I just wanna get it right. And I know that I won't have to.
This time, I'm not going anywhere.
Sometimes, ooh, ooh, I just wanna get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine some days. recall exactly how you came into my life at all. It seems you always existed there, just waiting to suddenly appear. Call me crazy, but I know that's everything I'm not. Call the end and promise this is what you want. Or if I'm dreaming, then please don't wake me up. Dive into the deep blue with me. I'd swim an ocean, I'd swim all the seas. It'd make no difference how far I'd go, 'cause I'd find you in any world. Call me crazy, but I guess it's everything I know. Call the ending, I promise this is what you want. Or if I'm dreaming, then please don't wake me up. Me up, me up, me Or if I'm dreaming, please don't wake me up. Diamond shade, pulled out at all its edges. I can't tell if I'm in over my head. Words in a spider web, and you ask me to fix it. I am in over my head. I am the spectator, I am the middleman, thinking for everyone, watching you both take out your fear on me. How can I help you if it's best for me to stay away? I am caught in between, feeling the feelings of everyone except my own. I can't take it, I can't be in between. How can I help you if I always get it wrong? I am caught in between. I am caught in between. Ooh.
Shit. Shit.
We're gonna have to get you a blood transfusion.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You remember me. That's flattering. I've seen nosebleeds like that before. So you can run, or you can follow me and get some answers. Your choice.